Sitting up straight.
Okay. Posture check.
Yeah, that's right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's go.
Welcome to Sip With Us Saturdays. My name's Mary-Frances.
And my name's Brittany.
And we are at the end of our journey through rosé. We've been trying some different rosé. Depending on when you're watching this video, we went through, this is like our fifth, I think, rosé.
Fifth and final rosé.
Yes.
One for every weekend.
Yes. And rosé, Brittany's really changed my point of view about rosé. I always was thinking about it as being something just to have in the summer, but you've got me now thinking that is, a good rosé is good anytime.
Yes.
So today we're going to be trying a rosé from a winery based in Geyserville called Zialena. They are dry farmed. They have a sustainability program. They do minimal intervention in their winemaking, and they have a really unique thing, which is the concrete egg, which is again very sustainable way to make wine.
Yeah.
And this is a Rosé of Sangiovese.
Yeah. And Zialena, they have about 120 acres on their property, 100 of which are vineyard property. And they have been around doing wine growing for quite a number of years. They have 90% of what they grow actually goes to other wineries in contract. They give away most of what they grow and make.
Small producers, right? Like about 3,600 cases or so?
Yeah, 35 to 3,600 cases that they actually produce themselves under their label. So,
and one really cool thing is that they have their own Zinfandel clone called Mazzoni.
Yeah, the Mazzoni clone for Zin. There's a few wineries that use it. What was the one you said? It was
Ridge.
Ridge,
yeah,
right, Ridge Winery.
uses it. Yeah. And the other fun fact, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but the other fun fact is that this rosé only is on the skins for less than 90 minutes.
Yeah, less than 90 minutes, which is why it has this color. It's very, very light.
Yes. It almost looks like a white wine.
Yeah, like it was stumping us a little when we tried it actually when we were there.
Yeah.
It was so incredibly light.
Yes. And I was like, how can this be? But it's because the skin contact was for less than 90 minutes.
Yeah. So it spends very little time with the skins.
Yes.
And this rosé, they actually grow with the intention of rosé.
Yeah.
It's done there right there on property.
Yep.
I think they...
Oh, it smells so good.
So this one is quite unique, I think, because it has such a light nose. I mean, we've had others that had light noses, but this one is in particularly just it has a nose, but it's just very subtle. Unlike ones that I struggled with last time.
Yeah, but it's like floral, but like
I get citrus peel.
Citrus peel. There's definitely that, but there's also like in some of the other ones, I feel like that honey, almost buttery. I'm sorry, like a burnt butter, not buttery, but like a caramel is the best way to say it. It's a little bit of that.
Like this one very specifically, I get like a lemon peel
and floral. Like to me, there's just this like definite like blossomy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you guys have heard in previous, Sip With Us Saturdays, I have a lemon tree outside, and I recently had planed all of the zest off the lemon and put them in the oven to dehydrate. And at first when I turned them on, I did it a little too hot. But that smell of like the zest that's just a little bit too warm is what I'm smelling in this.
Okay, there we go.
Like, I know that's very specific.
This is what's kind of interesting about, right?
Yeah.
Like doing wine is that our noses pick up are different between us, and what we taste is different, and the things we smell are different. So it's cool.
And see, while you got the honeysuckle on the nose, I get it so much on the palate.
And see, on the palate, I get all that lemon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I get like we like switched.
Yeah,
we switched. Yeah, in the mouth, I feel like definitely lemon.
Yeah,
like that lemon zest and lemon pith.
Yeah, for me, it's all the honey on the palate. It's very, I guess not to say honey and sweet, but
It's not sweet. It's dry.
It's very dry, but
Yeah.
like that's why I'm like clarifying the honey
Yeah,
that
I
I'm
know.
tasting. It's not
Right.
It's not that it's sweet, but you feel that honey. Like you just took the sweetness out of honey. It's
Yeah.
that flavor. It's
Yes.
that wildflower, like
Yeah, that wildflower flavor.
yeah, exactly. It's so interesting that some of these, the two that we've had in these bigger bottles, have really stumped me on the nose, but you're able to pick up a lot more. Whereas, like on the palate, I pick up so much more.
I know we're a little bit.
Yeah, we're flip flopping a bit.
Flip flopping. So,
But that's kind of cool. Like I normally don't pick up as much on the palate. I always get things on the nose, but like,
well,
I'm
this,
like, hey,
yeah,
there's a new one.
exactly. Well, and I like these rosés that we've been drinking because they're layered. They're they're a little bit more complex.
Yeah.
But still like easy drinkers. You know.
Yeah.
So. I like this. I think it's neat, and I love the color. And they were so nice at the winery when we
very
went.
nice.
Definitely a great like one-on-one hosting experience there. They like so much attention to detail. So it was great.
And just to like finish off the series, we gotta talk about food. What do you see this food with?
Oh, you're better at that. You're better at that than I am.
I mean, I almost want to say this would go well with like a sorbet.
That's so weird. I was going to say ice cream, but I thought, oh, I can't say that. But I was like, it's just like for me, like, ice cream. I was like, I want ice cream with this.
I would.
So something must be creamy and rich, right?
Well, no, I'm thinking like sorbet and the citrus, like not sweet, but like that tart acidic rosé. Because or like I said rosé, I meant sorbet.
And see, I want something more like creamy and rich with it. So
and see for like if I were gonna try it for cheese, I would do something that has like a truffle on the outside.
Oh, that's
or
interesting. Like, that would be really interesting.
Or some like herb crusted cheese.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go.
Are you gonna say hello for the last little segment, Hazel?
I don't think they can see her, but we have our mascot dog here, Hazel, who's a lab.
Yeah.
And you might hear her around. All right. Well. Oh, there she is. Can you? Yep, there she is.
I
At
see
least
your
there's
toy.
a toy. All right. Well, yeah,
that was our rosé theme.
Exactly. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a good exploration of all of the rosés, and we hope that you guys kind of got some good new looks at different types of rosés you can have.
Exactly. All right. Well, cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. We gotta do that again.
I get so tongue-tied.